for the win. Revenge. I just came back for the win. A lot of niggas, they say success is the best revenge.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. Name up, you got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I'm making come treat it. Spin, making
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down catch there by Jalen Waddle. What a promising debut for the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Led all rookies with 104 receptions, mainly catching passes from his college teammate, Tua Tagovailoa.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second down and goal. Tua. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Tua now, third and goal. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tua. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Edmonds. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones now, throwing to start the drive. Setting up the screen, Harris. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down he goes. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On second down, this is Harris. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Come on,
Running left, here's Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for second in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. The best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. The question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding Henry here on the crossing route.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones on 1st down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side, if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 79 yards on the ground for Edmonds. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that would seem to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Call it a 40-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Want to make sure her hair's